Alright, so I get asked a lot what build I run, and this will be the easiest way to deal with this. I run a high-end build. It's pretty straightforward. Two lightweight M4s. Um, my first lightweight M4, we'll just go into the guns to start out with. My lightweight M4, it's got max damage, max enemy armor, destructive, responsive, and unforgiving. And if you don't know what I mean by max damage, I mean that there's a range of the damage that can be rolled when you make these guns. And when I made this gun, I made sure that this came with the max damage possible. I run on this one, I run unforgiving on every gun in the free talent. I normally run responsive on most of my guns also. This one I run destructive because this gun is for, I play a lot of Last Stand. Everybody in Last Stand has a max armor, so I want to get through their armor as quick as possible, and this helps. This gun, it runs 22% crit hit chance, 98% crit damage, 87% headshot. I have most crit damage on here. I also get the 43.5, as you see, for enemy armor. With this gun, as you can see, I have a loud vent break, 19% crit damage, 3% crit chance, 6% headshot. I haven't found anything better. I love it. I wish that the 50% increased threat wasn't on it, but it is. I deal with it. It means I get more kills, NPC wise. Also here, I do the 19% reload speed just because I hate reload. Stability, I just love stability on these guns. It helps keep them on point. Magazine, rate of fire, crit hit chance. I wish the magazine size was higher, but this is what I have right now. Up top, I run this one right now. I used to have one, I got rid of it. I made a mistake. This is 19.3, 5.5 on the headshot. It can be maxed out at 6 on the headshot. I used to have one, I lost it. Here I go for crit damage mostly on this because I run a scan, so the chance gets up there with the scan, and then the damage. The higher the damage, the more often, the harder you're hitting. On my secondary weapon, I have same thing, unforgiving, responsive, brutal on this one. This is my headshot one. As you see, the damage difference on this one and the enemy armor damage on this one is less, 26.3 to 26 and 21 to 23. This one, it's meant more for headshots, as you'll see in a second, with the mods, and then brutal on it instead of destructive. I have the Omega suppressor on here. It gives me more headshot. The crit hit chance and crit hit damage, always crit hit chance, always crit hit damage on everything, on everything, on everything. Again, crit damage, accuracy on this one, and reload speed. I didn't have stability, and this was the best that I had. I would prefer it to be stability and reload speed, but it's got the 19% crit damage, and that's most important. Again, here it's rate of fire, crit hit chance, and magazine size. I always go rate of fire and crit chance. Here on this one, I actually go crit hit chance. Here, this is the best one I've been able to find. It's 8 crit hit chance, 5.5, which could be 6, and then 4 crit hit damage. This one is what I like to use when I catch somebody at a checkpoint or in their menu or whatever. They're standing still, or I can get headshots. I go to that one. My pistol, it doesn't really matter. I'd throw the pistol at him before I actually tried to shoot him with it, if you could. Here we go. Start out, we're going to go with the Vigorous chest piece. It's got a max roll on it. If we get rid of these two real quick, as you can see, it's a 1271 roll on it. I got 1267, 3243 healths. I bought these at a vendor a while back, about 6 months back, and they're the best I've ever been able to find. This has got enemy armor damage, health, and ammo capacity. Again, I like to do as much damage as possible, so the enemy armor damage here. Obviously, health, you gotta have health. I run the Vigorous because I like to pop my booster before the fight, and that way it allows me to go into the fight with the extra health and extra damage. This is a must as far as I'm concerned, a refreshed mask. Because I run Unforgiving on all my guns, I go into the lower bar on a regular, or the last bar on a regular basis, so that I'm doing the damage, especially when I'm face tanking. I have this on here so that I get the extra 30% health, and that is a lifesaver. That is a lifesaver. Again, on this one, you have to have a high roll on this. It's a 1268, again with the 267, 324 health. This is crit hit chance and burn. Always crit hit chance if you can. Burn, I just hate burning. Then we go on to the short bow knee pads. The short bow knee pads, I run stamina right here on these ones. This is the only thing I run stamina on. It's to be able to unlock destructive on my gun. But then again, as you see, it's the 267 firearm mods, and then self-heal. Self-heal is always 6% self-heal. This is a 1270, as you see. Always got to have the 1270s. On this one, it's skill power. I like that it has skill power. I have multiples of these. I have ones that have enemy armor and health and all those things. But I like the skill power because it just helps with my booster and my scan. Burn resist, as far as I'm concerned, is a must. I wish that these, instead of having damage to elite, I wish that was shock resistant, but you take what you can. Over here, we're going to go with the nimble holster. I like the nimble holster. I use it not in fights. I use it at the end of fights so that I don't have to use a med kit or a booster if I can. That's when I normally use nimble. Again, got to be high rolls. I wish this was a higher roll on the electronics, but it is what it is. 1265 is great on the firearms. 1271, obviously great on the stamina. Again, crit hit chance, could you have guessed? And wait, self-heal. Crit hit chance always for me. You know, the more crit hit chance, the harder you're hitting, the more they take damage, the quicker they die. And then we're going to move up to a must. These are a must with this build. It took me a long time to get these ones. This is Skull MCs. I wish it had a higher armor rating, but it is what it is. 1246. This is the only thing that's not in the 1268 or above range that I run. It's a 1246. But what's good about this is I have the 1330, which is almost a max. The 1333 is the max on assault rifle damage. This is pretty damn close. The crit hit chance and crit hit damage, as I said, always a must. This 1330 assault rifle makes up for quite a bit of the difference that I lose in the firearms, almost all of it. And then specialized backpack. This is, you know, where a lot of people can change this build. Some people run the crit hit damage, some people run health. I run stability here. Help keep my gun on point so that I'm not fighting the gun while I'm trying to shoot you, that the gun shoots where it's supposed to shoot. Again, burn resistance, burn resistance, burn resistance, and as you can see, 267 firearm mod, 3243 health, 6% self-heal. Self-heal, oops, I got an ally heal on there, I gotta change that. Sorry about that. self heals. So you got to go self heals all the way. That just helps with your booster shot. It helps keep you alive. Um, that's basically what I run. I'm glad I was showing you that so that I could see that I had that on there. But again, yep, that is my high-end build. I normally run either, I always run a booster shot. Lately I've been running with people that have high scans, so my scan is pointless, so I use their scans. A tactician with a scan is an amazing person to have in your group. But right now I've been running a booster shot and the heal box, just two ways of staying alive a little bit longer, and then immune helps with shock and things like that. And then that would be my build. For all those people that ask what I wear, that is what I wear. You guys have a good one, and hit a like at the end of this if you would.